Hey there! Today, we're going to break down one of the most important tools in the English language. Seriously, if you want to speak with more confidence, getting this one concept down is the absolute best place to start. So, let's dive in.
I mean, that's the goal for so many of us, isn't it? To just get your thoughts out there, clearly, without having to stop and think about every single word.
And the great news is, there's a really clear starting line. If you can master this 1/10, you're going to unlock a huge chunk of your everyday English conversations. So let's take that first step together. And I want you to think of this not as some boring grammar lesson, but as a tool that's going to empower you to start talking about your own life right now.
So what exactly is it? Well, it's the tense we use for all the stuff we do all the time. Think about your morning routine. Facts that are always true, like the sun rises in the east, and just regular activities. It's basically the tense for normal, everyday life.
And you know the best part? The way you build it is incredibly simple. There are no complicated parts you have to memorize. Let's just break down the formula. That's it. No, seriously, it's just two parts. A subject, so the person or thing doing the action, and the basic verb, the action itself. Subject, then verb. Let's see what that looks like. Here's a perfect example. I is our subject. Wake up is the verb. It's a daily habit, something that happens regularly. See? Simple, straight to the point, and totally clear. Okay, let's try another one. Who's doing the action here? We. That's our subject. And what's the action? Play. That's our verb. It's a regular thing. Happens every day. It follows that simple formula perfectly. All right, now for the one little detail you've got to remember. If you can get this one rule down, you've pretty much mastered the entire tense. This is the big one. So here's the deal. For most subjects, you just use the plain old verb. But when your subject is he, she, or it, you just tack on an S or an ES to the end of the verb. It's just a tiny change to make sure everything matches up. And here's that rule in action. We don't say she work, right? Because our subject is she, we add that little S to the verb, and it becomes works. She works in an office. It's that easy. Awesome! You've already got the basic structure. Now, let's level up and see how we can use this to say no and to ask questions. So to make a sentence negative, we just need a little helper, the verb do. For subjects like I, you, we, and they, we add do not. So I like coffee becomes I do not like coffee. And for he, she, and it, we use does not. Now watch this closely. The ES from watches actually jumps over to the helper verb, which becomes does, and the main verb goes back to its original form, watch. So he watches TV turns into he does not watch TV. And asking a question, just as simple. We use that same helper verb, do or does, but this time we just move it to the very front of the sentence. You like tea becomes do you like tea? And following our he, she, it rule, she lives here becomes does she live here? See that again? The S from lives moves over to do, making it does, and live goes back to its original form. And believe it or not, that's really the whole thing. You now have all the essential pieces you need to use the simple present tense to make positive statements, negative ones, and even ask questions. It really is, isn't it? Once you see those simple patterns, subject plus verb, the little S for he, she, and it, and using do or does, it all just clicks. It's a system, and now you get it. Okay, so the most important part now is to actually use it. Don't just learn it, apply it. Think about your day, your own habits. What's one thing you do every day? Go on, say it out loud, or write it down using the structure we just covered. That's how you turn this knowledge into real confidence.